It's a gentleman that have been shuttling Washington, D.C. between the Congress, the Senate, a meeting with all other top officials in the centers of power in the United States. Gentlemen, you are both welcome. Mr. Garasulis, very much welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and very glad to be here, very excited to be here, and I will be speaking the many good news that we have here, and glad to be with very good friends.
Thank you very much. Secretary for Human Rights and Humanitarian Affairs, Mr. Akoson, you're almost living in Washington, D.C. these last few days. How are you doing?
Good afternoon to all of you, and good evening to the Ambazonian people who are currently nighttime. I am doing great. It is an honor to represent the Ambazonian people from time to time in D.C.
Welcome back. Mr. Garasulis, let's start with you. Have you anticipated that the world will ever see the conflict in the Middle East coming to an end? And most importantly, the conflict in Europe. There's already negotiation going on between the United States and Russia. No one ever thought we would see this so soon.
Yes, there are many changes happening, and just like we see what's happening in Europe and the Middle East, we will see a very significant movement on Ambazonia. We've had a very historic week last week, which I know we'll be talking about more, where we met with many prominent U.S. senators and congressmen, and I just want to make sure the Ambazonian people understand this. The Banana Republic is shaking. The so-called, president of the Banana Republic, who's senile walking corpse, is shaking. The Blacklegs are shaking. The enablers are shaking because they know that this is now their end. I will be their end, and we together will bring about a free Ambazonia. We have already made very historic progress in a short period of time. That's why all the enemies are panicking. The Blacklegs are coming out left and right, attacking me on their videos. I'm not going to even mention their names because they're so low level and insignificant, so I'm not going to dignify them with any specific mentions, but they're already getting completely destroyed. And and I just want to make clear, if any of these people think I'm intimidated by them, I am not. Any blackleg or enabler who tries to come after me, I will completely bulldoze them, because our greatest weapon is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And I know with the truth, we will completely destroy the enemies and establish a free and independent Ambazonia. What you see in the other places you mentioned, Ambazonia will be the next big topic. So that's what I foresee.
Well, the two of you have almost been living in Washington, D.C. the last few weeks. The two of you have made many trips to Washington, D.C. Give us a perspective of how the mood is when both of you make your presentations to the powers that be in both the Senate and the Congress.
Would you like to go, Raymond?
Okay, yes. That's a very interesting question, Mr. Spokesman. The atmosphere is very interesting. I am somebody who is gifted when it comes to reading body languages and what people are perceiving in what you're saying, and not just that, looking at what people say in return. There are things that I'm not going to be saying here because they are yet to be declassified. I remember when I came back from DC the other day. I sent a note to leadership to explain to them what had happened. And the vice president and his advisors, as is customary, I went on and gave them a detailed briefing, a minute by minute briefing of what happened. And then I did a post, to inform people, the general public, about what, happened. Not all what happened, but, just explain that Ambazonia Governing Council led a delegation of Ambazonians in DC to meet top U.S. authorities. And in that post,